So this episode actually won me over a little bit to Jiro, and I didn't see it coming. I wouldn't have believed it if you told me. But you know what? By the end of this episode, I was on his side. Go Jiro. Team Jiro. We'll see if that lasts. Probably won't. So this episode is really just split up into two halves. The first half being them dealing with the dragon from the last episode, because although they did kill it, it's still a giant rotting beast carcass in the middle of the city. Carcass? I said carcass. Carcass. Ugh. What's happening to me today? What's happening to me today? Oh no. But yeah, they have to dissect the dragon, they have to strip all the meat of it, and they spend the first half of the episode doing that. They're just cutting it up, eating it, having a good time while they work. They say it takes something about 3 days, and I'm actually kind of impressed by how quickly they were able to do it. So points to them. But the actual meat of this episode, pun very much intended, comes from Jiro having to say goodbye to Katja, that one girl that he met in town. And you know, for all his faults, I do have to admit that I'm not made of stone, and I am a sap. I do think it's cute how into her that Jiro actually is. He just likes her, and I respect that. I like their dynamic. I think she does make him a more likable person, and she does in this episode. Like, it's about him wanting to say goodbye. He takes her on a date where they fly around the city. He takes her out of the city for the first time in her life because she said she never has. And it's just a nice moment between them. You get to see a redesign of her character, which you always love to see. At least I always love to see when they put characters in new clothing. And yeah, man, it was just a nice moment. Jiro won me over with that. And I didn't really see that coming because the episode opens with the old Jiro, the real Jiro. The episode opens with him telling the crew not to be lazy because they don't want to clean up the dragon they just killed. They're all tired from fighting it and they have to clean it up anyways. And their boss is Gibbs, I think, is like, hey, you guys have to do this because of that trouble you caused in the bar. You mean the trouble Jiro caused at the bar and they were just being good crewmates by backing up? Whatever, Jiro, get out of here. But he redeemed himself, you know, at least a little bit to me. I like their relationship. I like the type of person she makes him. And I just, you know, I'm a sap. What can I say? And the visuals of this scene are gorgeous. And I feel like there's only so many ways I can say this show looks good. So yeah, the show looks good. The show be good in visuals. That's the most intellectual way I can say it. And the actual scene itself is pretty nice too. I like the conversation. Jiro asks her to run away with him, to go on the ship with him, and he has to know she can't do that, right? It kind of breaks her heart when he asks her that, because she explained to him that she's a slave, basically. She said that she was sold into that life. Her life isn't her own. She can't choose to run away with him. And if she did, they'd be outlaws. Like, I'm sure they'd go after her, right? He stole someone's property. And I'm not saying he shouldn't help her escape. But what I'm saying is she doesn't want that life for him. And he shouldn't have been putting her in that position. But you know what? Love is love, right? They makes you do wacky things. Ultimately, she says she can't go with him. Like, they're about to take off. And he's like, well, are you going to come? And she's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a haircut. And if there's symbolism involved in the haircut, I guess I'm not smart enough to know it because, yeah, I didn't get what was going on. That seemed like a weird choice to me. So she says goodbye to him while she's giving him that haircut. And I guess she just wanted a piece of his hair to remember him by. But the haircut that she gives him is so funny to me because, because they react to it, right? And it looks fine because it's anime. Crazy hair is kind of par for the course. But realistically, it's choppy as all hell. Like, she can't give good haircuts. And I'm not saying I'm an authority on good haircuts, but what I'm saying is it just looks wacky and she did not do a good job. Like, it's all choppy. And in my head canon, right, I like to imagine that she's just sitting in her brothel thinking of Jiro, talking about him with her other clients, and she's just sitting there going, I can't believe he let me do that. She chopped it all up. The other crew members are like, why did you let that happen? And Taquita's about to say something, but Vanabelle's like, you know what? He's going through something right now. Don't add on. Don't say anything. And I'm excited for that to be Jiro's haircut from now on. I hope they don't switch it back because that is hilarious to me, and it's gonna make me like his character more. Moving forward, I can't imagine I'm gonna dislike him more than I did previously, but I don't know, it's just funny to me. I like to imagine that Katja, the one girl, did it on purpose. It was just good. So our crew goes off onto their next adventure, and Katja's there, and the dragon people there to see him off, and her boss shows up, and she gives her a look that totally says, yeah, I would have gone. What are you doing? Why didn't you go? I mean, whatever. I'm gonna smoke. And she smokes. And that's it. That's the whole episode. They have a line where Jiro says, I'm an adult now, right at the end. Now, I don't know if that's implying that he actually slept with her, but, I mean, points to you, Jiro. Cool. You're a man now. I really don't care either way, but this episode was just like a 22-minute goodbye. The first half was just filler, the second half was him saying goodbye, and I'm hoping that we don't spend more time on Jiro. He was redeemed a little bit for me in this episode, but that doesn't mean I want every episode to be about him like the last 3 have been so far. So we'll see how they go. There aren't too many episodes left in this show, but you know what? I'm excited to go back to the Adventure of the Week setup, and hopefully he keeps that haircut. We'll see. They also give Takira this cream to help with her scar. I hope that doesn't go away, but whatever. I mean, I get why you wouldn't want a scar on your eye. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. If you didn't, I'm not going to change it at this point. Look at me, I'm recording. Have a good day. Like and subscribe if you want. Otherwise, see you in the next one. Be safe, guys. Don't ask slaves to run away. It's a bad position to put them in. Actually, I don't want to say that. That's a horribly complex issue that I do not have any authority to comment on, and I apologize for my ignorance.